Welcome everyone to today's presentation. I'm going to explain why and also back it up with logic and facts on why you should never, under any circumstances, ever buy a turntable. First. Wait, did you just throw in the word first? Did I stutter? Repeat the point of this presentation. Never, ever buy a turntable first. Talk about clickbait bullshit. I came here thinking you were going to explain why I should never buy a turntable. I was hoping from behind the curtain Michael Fremmer was going to come out and there was going to be a fist fight. And now you throw in the word first? Are you in your pajamas? I was actually expecting to fall asleep during your show. I even brought my pillow and blanket. Sorry to disappoint you. Oh, you haven't. I'm from the Insomnia Institute. This show is being recorded to help our clients. Back to my point. There is no bigger mistake in stereo than buying a turntable first. And yes, I'm going to go there, even if your priority is to only listen to vinyl records. Well, that's just crazy. If I'm going to be buying a system and playing exclusively vinyl, I'm going to be buying the best turntable I can afford. You're about as scientific as, well, an audiophile. No matter your budget, the turntable always comes last. Let's imagine you could do a simple stereo setup for $1,050 as your total budget. You've got in your mind, because of reviews, that you're going to buy a U-turn table. But which one? The best one I can afford, as I said earlier. But what is the best one you can afford? Didn't you just say I had $1,050? Yes, let's assume this simple setup is not going to consist of headphones, so you don't have to worry about that purchase. You go out and you buy a $350 pair of bookshelf speakers. You go out and you buy the Yamaha AS301 integrated amplifier for another $350. What's left? $350. I didn't know this was going to be a first grade math lesson. I thought you were going to tell me why I shouldn't be buying a turntable first. I'm getting there. We'll do it on the highway, not the slow lane. Now, if you look carefully, the Yamaha AS301 has a built-in moving magnet preamp for your turntable. If you had bought your turntable first, you would have paid $350 maximum, and you may have purchased the U-Turn Basic with preamp for $269. But by buying your other components first, you now know your integrated amp has a moving magnet preamp already built in. Now you can move up to the Orbit Plus, which retails for $399 with a preamp, which you didn't afford before because you only had $350. But without the preamp, you can buy it for $329. You got a better table and stay within your budget. The idiot does have a point. But you know what? I'm not poor. I don't care if I blow $70 on a preamp. You said any budget. $10,000. What about that? Okay, so let's move up to a $10,000 system. And you've got your mind set on a Riga Planar 6, which costs... It's $1,875. Did you do any research before you started this presentation? So it's $1,875 without a cartridge. And why would you want a partridge? Are you going to start singing Partridge in a Pear Tree? With cartridges... Oh, a cartridge. Yeah. With cartridges ranging from $100 to well over $5,000 and even more. You certainly want to know if you're going to have money in the budget. The Riga 6 also needs a preamp. Is that built into your amplifier? Or will you be buying a higher end dedicated turntable preamp? Do you pick out a moving coil or a moving magnet cartridge? Can you afford a top end preamp with a moving coil cartridge? If you buy a $2,000 cartridge, what can you afford if you only buy a $500 cartridge? Will you have a lot of money left over and then regret you could have gotten a better cartridge, but now have $500 less to get the one you want? The point is, if the vinyl is going to be the star of any system, regardless of the cost, you need to know how much money you can afford to spend on your turntable setup. By buying the turntable last, you know exactly what you have left. If you buy the turntable first, you might overextend your budget or even underextend your budget. And now you have compromised on your turntable options when you could have spent more. Never like you know-it-all hooligans. And when you get into the really high-end turntables, the ones that cost $20,000, $30,000, $50,000 and up, they might not even come with a tone arm. So the ultra high-end stereo setups will really need you to know how much money you have available for your turntable. So thank you for watching this episode of the Scientific Audiophile. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Have a great day. And remember, don't buy your turntable first.